Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Zizazer, zizazer. Okay, let's see. Let's see how I'm gonna do this today. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. So, how's everybody doing today? Today is November 6th, 2021. It's crazy how just a year ago the world's still on fire, but the world was, it was in hell in a handbasket just a year ago. All right. So today's topic, as you've seen by the what is this word I'm looking for? As you've seen by the title, when broodmares are in heat, they pray for standards and meat. Oh shit, that rhymed. Oh, bars. That was a complete accident. But yeah, you've seen the title. And today's video is really gonna be something. It's really gonna address some wild shit that I recently found out. Right. So, so I don't know if y'all remember, but do you guys remember that nurse? Not nurse. Do you guys remember that teacher from Atlanta who made waves a couple years back because she does look so fine, right? And to be fair, she did. Like she was looking scrum diddly umptious. All right. She was looking scrum diddly umptious. All right. But apparently that woman is now a single mother. Yes. That woman who, by no like estimation was an attractive woman and could have probably had any guy she wanted, right? By all estimations, right? She is now a single mother. And the craziest thing about it is that now she is proudly proclaiming that she's a single mother. I'm going to show you guys the post that was put into Edward's group chat so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you the post. I want to show you the post. I found the Discord. Okay, let me share my screen. Yes, I know. Share screen. Entire screen, yes. Okay, so now let me. Okay, so here's her Instagram, right? And the post she put was this: sometimes a perfect family is just a mom and her kids. The mom is the big stepper. Mind you, this woman is, by all estimation, especially for American black women, this woman is gorgeous. Oh wow. I don't know when I log into my Instagram for this shit. But this woman is, I'm sure you've seen the pictures. This woman is gorgeous. So the mindset to purposely become a single mom is insane to me. And no, she's not the only person that I am pulling this that I am pulling this point from. She's not. She is not. She is not the only person. There's this other woman. I think her name is Rocky G. She's like a fitness model. Same thing. Her mom passed away during COVID, and in response to her passing away, she came out. She came back with the whole baby. No dad. No dad in sight. No dad in sight. No dad in sight. Pop back up with the whole kid. No dad in sight. And the thing is like the thing I have with it is like the insanity. Not even the insanity, just the sheer dustiness to go out here and become a single mom because you can. Because and the thing about it is that when I see women who do this shit, it makes me realize that these women, though as attractive as they are, have ridiculously low standards of themselves. That as attractive as they are, quite frankly, are just dusty still. Like they're still just dusty. Because I mean, how if you have standards, how the fuck can you go out here and become a single mother on purpose? And then, to double back into what recently is going on, because recently you have I think it's Sierra's prayer, where now you have women talking about how they want what Sierra did to get Russell and everything like that. And I read the whole prayer thing on Instagram, and it's like essentially Sierra prayed to have standards because she didn't have standards. By virtue of all the men she was with, she didn't have standards. So then once it got too real that, oh, now, I have a kid out of wedlock from a guy who's had 5 other women pregnant out of wedlock. Now I need to pray for standards. And then how could I forget? Amara LaNegra, another one. She's out here having kids out of wedlock. And now she's talking about how she needs a man to come and step in and now she wants a man. She wants a Russell Wilson to come and step in and now save her. Like, are you seeing how all this shit ties into each other? Because the way I see it, right, is that, okay, these women are attractive, right? But mentally, they're bankrupt. The hardware is nice. The hardware is nice and shiny. It has the nice edges. It's crisp. It's clean. The hardware is looking good. But the software is full of fucking bugs. It's slow to load up. The screen glitches out and shit. So it's like, oh, damn. The computer looks great. It's almost like getting an Alienware computer, right? And Alienware, they're known for their quality. Like Alienware computers look chef's kiss. They look so good, right? But it's like getting an Alienware computer that has like Windows 95 on it. You're like, what the fuck is this? And these women from that teacher bait chick to Rocky G to Lamar LaNegra, these women look attractive. Like they on the looks part, they completely get an A+, right? No, completely get a triple S ranking. But then you realize, oh shit, like past the looks, these women are mentally bankrupt people. Because the question then begs, right, is that if these women who are attractive, whereas mentally stable to have relationships, right? Why is it that all of the men that they've gotten kids by, they haven't shown these men. They haven't named these men. If you go to that woman's Instagram, I'll put it in the chat for those that want to see it. If you go to her Instagram, you will not. If you go to her Instagram, you will not see her post a pic of the father of her child. You will not see it. She'll post the child, she'll post her family, she'll post herself, everything else, but you will not see her post a picture of the child. You will not find a picture of a man getting on one knee, making her a wife. Same for Lamar La Negra, same for Rocky G, same for fucking Summer Walker. All these women are out here having kids from men that could care less about any of the rules and obligations that comes with making a family, just having kids to have kids. And then when shit goes left, right, when they realize it's just them and that baby at 3 a.m. in the morning, when they realize that other men now don't want to deal with them seriously, they turn into fucking Cynthia G or Summer Walker and start blaming all black men or start blaming all men about what they did. It is insane. It is insane. Like it is. I'm like, why? And the reason why, like, for me, I'm saying this not because I thought I have a chance with these women, right? You know what I mean? Like, I know some guys will speak about women's behavior from the viewpoint of saying, "Oh, I wanted to get at you," right? It's not even that. It's just dusty. It's so fucking degenerate. It's so degenerate. Like, you're a single woman that was childless. Out of nowhere, you're a baby mother. Single mother. And then it goes back to something that Smirgo said on SWP's page. And he was like, when these women are in heat and they're with you and they don't want to, and you don't want to give them a baby because you're disciplined or whatever, right? They will go find men who aren't as disciplined, who will give them a kid with no regards. And it makes him saying that, it actually makes the picture even more clear, because it's like, yeah, like if you're a man who shows the discipline that, oh, I'm not just gonna give my sperm out, to anybody, right? Or just at any time, right? These women don't like you because you have the discipline and control over yourself. So what they do is that then, because you have too much discipline and control over yourself, right? They go after men who don't have discipline, who who put babies in them real quick. And then they turn around once they do that, right? They turn around and they're like, this bitch. They turn around and since they can't get the guy that's disciplined, they'll turn around and be like her. Let me share the screen again. They'll turn around and be like this woman. For those that are just coming in, y'all remember Teacher Bay in Atlanta, Georgia, all those years ago? That she was a fine, attractive teacher, like she's wearing the skin tightness and everything. Yeah, she's a single mom. Where is it? Yeah, a mother, not wife, not mother, right? Single mom out here saying this shit. Big stepper like big meat. Mm-hmm. I was taught to go and get it straight about the mother. Out here saying this shit. So sometimes a perfect family is just a mom and her kids. Like, after the last 60 years of seeing that single motherhood is a death sentence for the boys and the girls who come out of that shit, you still have women like this. This one was a whole third grade teacher saying this shit. A whole third grade teacher saying this shit. Like, people are doing this shit as if as if we don't have the data and the numbers saying no. Single mother raised children more than likely fail in life. And this woman is proudly proclaiming it, like, "Oh, I'm happy about it." And but then see, when having that child by yourself and being a single mom jams you up from getting things from other men, it jams from having opportunities. When the negatives of doing that mess up when the negatives of doing that mess up your quality of life, then you bitches, but you women will turn into Cynthia G. Summer Walker talking about, "Oh, I gave a man all my heart and all my love, and he just left me." I was like, what man was it? Oh, it was Len on the Track, who has fucking three other baby mamas he doesn't care about. Like, these women are literally like, they literally hit 30, go into heat, and just look for any nigga to give them kids. And the men who have common sense, who aren't gonna just give them dick like it's candy, they hate those dudes and they run to these faceless sperm donors. Because let's be real, I know for a fact that this chick didn't go to a sperm bank. Let's keep it a buck. Like, I do not want to log into my Instagram. Oh my god! Like, let's keep it a whole buck. There is no way this woman went to a sperm bank in Atlanta. No, she didn't go to a sperm bank. We know exactly what she did. She went and found she went and found a bull, some low IQ black bull somewhere. Is this her ass? Oh my goodness. She would have found some low IQ black bull somewhere to shut up the club. And then when this shit goes left, they start becoming bitter. When their kids turn out to be failures, it becomes the bullshit Cynthia G said. What is it? Since we can't raise our black sons, we should stop birthing them. What? Like, this shit is insane to watch. It's so insane to watch. It's it's so insane to watch. It is insane. I mean, I want to say, why are y'all doing this? But deep down, not even deep down, I know why y'all are doing this. But it's just crazy. It is just crazy. Like, you are a childless single woman. 31 hits. All of a sudden, you pop up, you come out of nowhere pregnant. Like, Lamar La Negra, that one, honestly, that one hurt me. I'm not even going to hold you. That one hurt me only because I'm like, damn, so even you're on this bullshit. Because, like, she was, she still is, a very attractive, dark skinned black woman, for all you colorism crybabies out there, right? Oh, what's up? Appreciate it, appreciate the support. But yeah, like, it's some crazy. Like, the Marla Negra one, that one hurt me because it was like, damn, like, even you're out here on this bullshit. Like, how the fuck did this woman think people weren't gonna roast her ass when she just popped up out of the blue saying she's pregnant with twins and we don't know who the dad? Like, she showed herself the ultrasound, but not the father of those children. She showed us everything, but not the dad. And then she had a post. Y'all can go see it on O'Shea's channel. She made a post talking about, "Oh, I'm so happy that I have kids now, but I'm still kind of sad that I'm gonna be a single mom. But with God's grace, He'll send me a Russell Wilson who will love me and take care of me and my children." I'm like, yo. And then this is where that fucking Sierra shit comes in. Man, see, Russell, like, I don't hate Russell personally. right? But the like him participating in the fuckery that was Sierra's entire situation is just setting such a bad precedent for how these women are thinking. Like these women are out here having kids from men who could care less where they put their dicks at, turning around with those children and then saying, I'm gonna pray Sierra's prayer so I can get a man who is better than the man I had kids with. And in the end, the disciplined, competent man is the one who has to pay the biggest price. This shit is insane. Yeah. This shit is insane. You're absolutely, you know what, Anubis. And not only did Lamar Negra show that black women are capable of proper mating choices, she showed that it is uniquely a African American mindset. Like it is uniquely so. It is uniquely so because for all intents and purposes, even though Amara is very much in touch with her, with her Latino side, she's very much influenced by American, hip hop culture. Very much, as some would say, American street culture. She's very much influenced by that. Like even her mom was a single mom, and apparently on the show where she on that show called the Love and Hip Hop, her mom told her, "Hey, don't become a single mother," and she still went out and did it. It's getting to the point where now how before you'd have these Instagram girls who would show you all these fancy dinners they were on, but never the guys who pay for them. Now it's becoming they'll show you all these kids they have, but never the father. I'm telling you right now, if you go to that link I posted of the teacher Bay chick, right, and go see her Instagram, you will not see a single picture of the man who she had that child with. You will not see a single picture of that man. You will see everything else but the man who she had that child with. It's madness. It's madness. Wait, what did he say? They deal with the global template of what black men should be. Goes from power. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, and the thing about it, right, is that you see how you were able to acknowledge that globally, right? Globally, the image that black men have isn't a great image, right? The bigger issue that I have with this guy is that after these women mess themselves up, they won't say what you said, that oh no, that we as women, because we like the discipline, and we didn't like that in other men, we chose men who like discipline to have kids with. Instead, what they'll say is that, oh, I think, what is it? The most recent argument is, oh, well, we had no other choice. What? And then the thing is that they'll say they'll have no other choice, right? But then in the same sentence, tell you how non-black men are all in their DMs. So let me get this straight. You had no choice but to have kids from a man who could care less where he puts his dick at. But at the same time, all these non-black men are in your DMs. Make it make sense. Like this is I don't even know, like, it's not that I'm angry, because I'm not. It's just I am just it's not that I'm angry, right? And it's not confusion either. It's just I'm just astonished at the level of just lackadaisical bullshit. I'm just astonished at how reckless these women are with their lives. I'm telling you right now, like as early as I can remember, the idea of, coming home with the child scared the shit out of me. Like, it scared the shit out of me of getting a girl pregnant and not having my shit together. It scared the shit out of me. But these women don't. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine just going out there and having a kid by somebody who doesn't give a fuck, and then coming back and then trying to, make it sound good. Or coming back and trying to praise that shit, or coming back and then saying, okay, now that I've thoroughly fucked up my life, let me now pray to go find a man to come and save me. I cannot imagine being that reckless. But these women have the ability to not only find these reckless men, but procreate with them like rabbits. Amara Negra is having twins from a nigga from a nigga that could care less that she has his children. She is fully ready to accept being a single mom, like her mom was. And now she wants a Russell Wilson. And then if she doesn't get a Russell Wilson, she'll become like Summer Walker, start making, she'll become like Summer Walker and start making bitter bitch anthems. What did Anubis say? Shame doesn't exist. In fact, it's a widely pushed as a fashion statement. You're absolutely right. And this is something that I was, pondering about, right? Is that for the longest time, when women got married, it had to go through their fathers, right? Their fathers or, male relatives. Now, saying this, of course, this didn't always work out properly. Of course, you had, a dads or uncles who would, give their daughters away to men who were ain't shit just because, just because the guy brought, brought 80 cows and 30 goats, right? But when men had a controlling say in who women could or couldn't get married to, and by proxy could or couldn't have kids by, you didn't see this type of crazy shit like this. Because back then, if a man got a woman pregnant, you had to marry her. And when I say back then, I mean before Roe v. Wade became a thing, became a law, all the way back to the beginning of time. If a man got a woman pregnant, he had to marry her and if you got married under those circumstances, it was seen as a shameful thing. So typically, to keep the social approval of the group, you had to have arranged marriages where the fathers of both families agreed that, okay, my son will marry your daughter will become his wife, and so and so. But the moment we let women decide the moment society let women decide for themselves who to be mates with, we start seeing shit like this. Women, it's crazy. It's like women really lack the ability to make proper decisions for themselves and whom they sleep with. Like, women have poor pussy management. It's insane. They really don't know how to choose properly. And let me not even say that, because they clearly know what men to not have kids by, right? Like, they know that they don't want a certain type of guy. So it's not even that they don't know how to make proper choices. It's that they just don't care. Because again, when life starts to hit these women hard and it's just them and that baby, right? When the food stamps stop coming in, when the Section 8 gets removed and it's just them and that baby, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, the man abandoned me. The man that should have never had access to you abandoned you. Yeah, it makes sense because if you had the standard to want a stable family, this man who doesn't embody any of those standards should have never got access to you in the first place. And that's the biggest problem I see women half a day is where like they don't want to comprehend that if you have the standard to want a functional family, to want a functional home life, to want a setup to where your kids are starting off on the best foot possible. If you have that standard, there's no way men who don't embody that standard should ever get the chance to be with you. But yet, all these women will come out and say, "Oh, I wanted a family. Oh, I wanted a marriage. Oh, I wanted, I wanted the best test for my kid." But all the men they pick are men who embody none of the characteristics that would make a strong family at all. And that lets you know it's a lie. It lets you know off rip that all this shit about, how that they want to build with somebody and generational wealth and all this shit. These women don't care about that shit. If these women cared about generational wealth, it would show in the men they pick. Because, I mean, think about it. Between a guy who can't keep a job, right? Let me not even say that, actually. I'm not saying that. But between the guy who can't keep his dick in his pants and the guy who can, which one shows the discipline to care about having a strong family structure? Is it the guy who slings dick left and right, or is it the guy who's like, hey, what, I can't do that right now. I'm working, or you know what, I can't have kids right now because I'm not stable. I don't want to struggle with having kids, right? And the more I just look at this, it's like it's a pattern. But here's what the pattern is, right? These women, when these women, I'm gonna yeah, when these women, when they hit 30, when they hit 30 plus, they go into heat, right? And they're looking to have kids, but the men who would be the best fathers have standards, which is like, look, you either which is that you as the woman have to be a certain look for me, right? Have a certain mindset, and I have to be in a place where I can fully support having a child and a wife, right? So because of that, these men who have discipline aren't going to give them kids on their terms. So what these women do is that because they're in heat, right? Right, because they're biologically because they're biologically raring to go, and the men that would be the best candidates are saying you aren't fit to have my kids. They go to men who could care less where his sperm goes. They're just slinging dick. They could care less where it goes, right? They go to these guys. They have these kids, and then to avoid the shame of being seen as a fool and the shame of being seen as a single mom, they get on the internet and say, "Oh, well, I guess a family is just a mom and her kids," right? And then when the shit starts getting hard and they can't get the support and everything, then they become Cynthia G or Summer Walker, who then get out here and say, these niggas ain't shit. Where are all the good men at? Oh, he abandoned me. I act masculine I said in air quotes, I act masculine because I have to be. And side note, can we please stop calling these women masculine? These women are not acting masculine. These women are acting like USDA, FDA approved assholes. These women are not acting masculine. How is it? Let me ask the question, right? How are these women acting masculine when most of them have never seen male role models? These women are not acting masculine. They're acting like assholes. And we need to stop saying that, because then it points the question of, okay, so if their behavior is masculine, what does that mean for us as men? Do you see how that shit gets really fucked up really fast? But sorry for derailing that. But seriously, we need, and the manosphere, the whole MGTOW sector, the red pill sector, they always say, "Oh, this masculine energy." That's not masculine energy. These women are acting like bitches. Let's call it what it is. That's not masculine energy. That's bitch ass energy. But tangent aside, the cycle is crazy. It is just fucking ridiculous. You know what's funny though is that I wonder how Edward is going to address his homegirl Amara La Negra becoming a single mother, because it's almost uncanny how every person that Edward has put on, or has given a cosign to, eventually goes left. Like, and to be fair, I mean, in Glendon Cameron's case, he didn't go left per se. He just the whole Glendon thing is just a whole mess. But yeah, like everyone, Ed, the only person that Ed has co-signed that hasn't gone left yet is Love Dorsey. That's the only person. Everybody else, he said, I support Glendon this, or et cetera, et cetera. Almost everyone else he's mentioned has gone left. Rebecca Lynn Pope left. April Mason, she went left, then right, then left again. Glendon Cameron damn near drew himself off a cliff with his bullshit. Now Amara Negra, out here being a purposeful, proud baby mama times two with twins. Do you know how much work her having twins is gonna be for her? I mean, and to be fair, like her whole music career wasn't a shit to begin with, because in Latino culture, women like her with her looks are essentially just a fluffer girls. So she really was never gonna pop off in the Latino sector because she's dark skinned. But it is just insane. Like, what a waste. Like, let's look up some pictures of Amara La Negra, just so we can see the loss. Yeah, here's that Rocky chick I was talking about. Yeah, this is her. Like she's like a fitness model. It's like she's like Afro Latina fitness model. Became a single mother. Her mom died. Yeah, see, look. It's funny how all these Instagram things, right? Don't see. Look at this, right? The 5 laws of fitness, right? Okay, yada yada yada. Superhuman powers mommy. It's funny how all of these Instagram titles, right? You'll never see them say wife. It's never, oh, I'm wife too. You know, it's Amara. Like, let me look at Amara. So let me see Amara. Let me see Amara. Just look at this. Just look. Just look. Just a waste. Okay, really? I don't want to see this bullshit. Just a waste. A waste. A waste. Just a waste. And the thing with Amara is that, like, you can't say that, oh, you know, she only had to choose from black men. She only had dusty black men in her. She didn't have the options. She didn't have the no. You cannot say that. You cannot say that. Just look. Just look. Just look at the just God. Just look. Just wasted. Just wasted. See, look. Announced her baby. Where's the dad? Where is the dad? She has her mother here, herself, her mother. Where is the dad? Where is the father of these kids? Where? All these women have the same issue. They have these kids out of nowhere. Will post everything but the father. Where's the dad? No dad found. It's just her and the mom. Just more G virus bullshit. And then after the kids are here and it's all this struggling, what she'll do next is go and start saying, "Oh, send me a Russell Wilson. Send me a Russell Wilson." Just look, just oh, I'm actually. And then here's the crazy part, right? You have Essence magazine. What is this bullshit? And then you have Essence magazine. Look, I will be a single mother. I know my babies will depend on me. You realize you didn't have it literally didn't have to be that way. That was a deliberate choice. This was deliberate. This isn't twice the blessing. Amara La Negra is a pregnant single mother with twins. Like this could have been easily avoided. This is a deliberate choice. And then for all the people who keep on trying to argue, having kids in your 30s. Amara was born in 1990. She's 31. Even though I'm scared and nervous, especially after having a miscarriage, already having miscarriages at 31. How? This is a blessing. You're a single mom. Wait, miscarriages are extremely common for women. According to March of Dimes, for women who know they're pregnant, about 10 to 15%, no, wait, about 10 to 15 in pregnancies end in miscarriage. That's a lot of miscarriages. And then the risk for Black women is 45% higher. Sorry, 43% higher. See, and then I want you to just look at the gynocentric wording here. Thank you, Lord, for my children. I don't want to see this. Thank you, Lord, for my children. You are in control and only you're saying thank you. Bro, this is so fucking dusty, yo. Oh my goodness. And then you'll see this shit, right? And then you'll have women like Chrissy and Mahogany Pink and he Loho and all these other angry bitches talking about, oh, it's time to divest from Blackistan. It's time to divest from Blackistan, sisters. We need to divest from Blackistan. Just look at how dusty this is. Wait, please tell me. Oh my goodness, no. Are they was this bitch invoking Yoruba? Well, you know what? It's a good thing I'm not Yoruba. So this woman is invoking Yoruba deities in her single motherhood. Hey, Jesus Christ. Just look at, and then let's look at this dustiness. I will be a single mother. I know my babies will depend on me. Father is not the father is not the one who makes the child, but the one who raises it. In time, if God grants me the blessing of finding the right man, one who supports me, who accepts me and my children, then amen. Wait, so wait a minute. Wait. So God wouldn't bless you with a husband to have those kids with, right? But he'll bless you with the kids to be a single mom, to then bless you with a man who's gonna want to take care of you and the kids who are his. Do you see this? Do you see this shit? And then look at this shit here. A father is not one who makes the child but raises it. If not having a father is so insequential, why are you asking God to send you a man in the first place? This, bro, I'm actually getting angry at how fucking stupid this is. If God grants you the blessing of finding the right man, but you didn't need the right man to have kids. You didn't need the right man to have kids, but now you need God to send you the right man to support you and accept your children. And then look at this shit. I'm so happy that I sometimes forget that I'll be a single mom. And this bitch, and there's over here saying, congratulations. What is like? What is this? And then you see, and then you'll see shit like this, and then you'll have black women have the audacity to say that shit they say. Oh, we were abandoned. Oh, I was young and dumb. Oh, I didn't know. Oh. Yo! But remember, they want to divest from Blackistan, right? Leave Blackistan, right? They want to divest from. Someone needs to go send this to Mahogany Pink so she can explain this one. someone needs to give us to Chrissy so she can explain this one because usually the excuse is that because the girl was a gutter whore that she didn't know what a good man was, that she didn't have access to different races of men. Amara Lenega is an attractive woman. It's not that she didn't have access to good men. It's the reality is that the way she thinks, no man who's worth a damn will deal with that shit. Because look at the way she words this shit. Thank you for the Lord for my children. Now, if you know the Bible is very patriarchal. Those children are hers by biblical standards. Those children are property of the husband. And then the shit that blows me away too is that in one sentence, she references the Lord, right? The Christian God, and then hashtags an Igbo deity, an African deity for blessing her room. This shit is retarded, yo. This is peak retardation. Peak unadulterated retardation. Farm fresh retardation right here. Farm fresh. Fresh from black extended retardation. Farm fresh off the fields of Alabama retardation right here. Like what? And then when shit starts getting rough, when shit starts getting tense, because she has not one but two children. When things start going bad, she'll start saying shit like Summer Walker is saying, as if she had no choice. She'll start being like, "Oh, I didn't have a choice. I was dumb. I was young. You're 31." She says it right here that she knows full well she'll be a single mom. The father is not the one. I'll be a single mother. I know my baby will depend on me. You didn't have to be a single mom. These women literally go out here and find dudes who don't care about where they put their dicks. Just the thought of that blows me away. It just blew, because I couldn't imagine as a man, right, meeting a woman who says, "Okay, I want to have unprotected sex with you and have your kids, and I'm okay with it. Like I'm just okay." Like I couldn't imagine doing that shit. Like I said before, from the time I turned 13 till now, the thought of coming home with a child and not being financially stable has always legitimately frightened me. Because in my school, back in middle school and high school, I had a lot of Hispanic classmates, and these kids were fucking like rabbits. I remember one time in the 7th grade, I was in music class, and there was a girl in there who was pregnant with twins in the 7th grade. And everyone was like looking at her. And I was looking at her like, how the fuck are you pregnant? Like, I didn't say it right, but I'm just like, yo, what is going on? What is going on right now? I don't understand what is going on. Like, just imagine this insanity. I will be a single mother. I know my babies will depend on me. If God grants me with the blessing of finding the right man, one who supports me, who accepts me and my children, amen. See, that's that Sierra's prayer bullshit. If God sends me a man to clean up the bullshit mistakes I made for myself and take the burden of my mistakes, amen. But forget God sending me a husband so I could have these children with the security of having a father there to help me raise them. Nah. God isn't, God is strong enough to bring you a man to come and clean up your shit, but not strong enough to give you a husband to have those kids with. Right? Nah. right? Right? Like, if we're going to go and use God, let's use God correctly, right? Like, God doesn't have the power to grant you a husband for your children, but he has the power to give you a stepfather. Oh, I'm so disgusted. Like, I am so disgusted, yo. I am so disgusted. Yeah. October 4th, 1990. 31 years old. She's 31, and this is a side note, she's 31 and she was already going through miscarriages. And then you have women like Erica Williams who repeatedly try and argue that, there's no time limit on your eggs. I'm like, yo, bro, I swear, like, black people and common sense are like oil and water. Niggas don't like to think. It hurts to think, apparently, because it's just ridiculous. Like, and the same for this one. Amara did that shit. This one over here, a teacher bay, same thing. Will tell you she's a mom, not a wife. Has a whole kid, has a whole kid out here, has a whole kid out here, and is saying this shit. And she posted this shit 2 days ago. Sometimes a perfect family is just a mom and her kids. And then these women will turn around and talk about, oh, black men aren't building. Oh, why don't we have families? Oh, why aren't you marrying us? Just look at the insanity these women are like purposely doing. This is insane. And then after they finish destroying themselves, they will come talk about how they need help, how no one was there, all this shit. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, I am telling you, I am telling you from the bottom of my, from the deepest, darkest parts of my black soul, I am telling you, we as men, we as black men need to leave these women to suffer their consequences. If the government is going to give them welfare, let them do that. But you as men need to leave these women alone. We cannot be as as um as Amir said, these single mothers are recreational at best, for recreational use at best, because this kind of dusty, degenerate behavior is ridiculous. You're out here making broken homes on purpose because you don't have what it takes to be a wife. And these dusty niggas out here that don't care where they put their dicks are happy to give you kids. Because as far as they're concerned, I got to have sex with good-looking women. Because I can tell you right now, both this woman, both the teacher bae and Amara, they didn't go to sperm banks. I can tell you that right now. These women didn't go to a sperm bank. They didn't. I can tell you right now, a Rocky G didn't go to a sperm bank. They went out there and found some dusty niggas that don't care about where they put their dicks at, and had sex with them and had these kids naturally. They didn't go to any sperm bank. They found them, and I guarantee you, all three of these women all had kids from black men. I well, actually no. Amara may have been a white guy because Amara has really bad self-esteem issues, so she may have got a white guy. But for the most part, I mean, Amara's like with the DR. Maybe, but yeah, like it's just dust, yo. Like this is dusty ass shit, yo. Like some gutter girl behavior. It's like gutter trash shit, yo. Sierra, sorry, I have not been saying y'all's comments. My bad. Okay, let's see. Appreciate it, Sir Anthony. Appreciate it, Pensive. But let me see what you said. Sierra was an R&B legend. Why do these ladies have to offer comparable? I mean, it's not even the reason why I bring up Sierra is that I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram, but Sierra posted the prayer she said to God to get Russell Wilson, right? And in her prayer, it was literally just her praying to God to have basic fucking standards, to not deal with men who don't embody the things that she says she wants in a person. And look at that gutter truck. Yeah, like, but yeah, that was her prayer. Her prayer was literally like, God, I ain't shit and I've messed up. So give me the standards to get a man who is on his shit, to save me. And now you have all these, and it's funny with Sierra's prayer, it is essentially exposing how so many women out here are living dusty ass lives. Like you're telling me that you need to pray to God to give you the common sense to not have become a single mom, to not deal with people that mistreat you. You need a prayer for that, bro. It's insane. It's literally insane. These women will purposely mess up their lives, and then when the shit gets rough, will then turn around and either become Cynthia G or Summer Walker, or if they're lucky, become Sierra. But then Sierra, being a woman, won't tell you that, hey, she shouldn't have done this shit in the first place. And you know the scariest thing is that like I want kids one day, right? And the more I see this shit, the more I'm like, I do not want daughters. I do not want daughters. Not because of the reality that my daughters will one day be seen as sexually desirable by certain men. Not that, but because with the way this culture and society is, it almost doesn't matter what I would do as a father because the influence is so powerful that no matter how much of an example I set at home, my daughter could turn out to be like Amara La Negra or turn out to be one of these misandrist women on Twitter who every other post is talking about how she hates men and how men are this and that. All the while at home, she has a whole dad. Like it's insane. Like you really can't counter this shit. Oh no, pencil. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. No, saying abort as a saying abort your black daughters. No, in fact, my response to Cynthia G and all these other weirdo chicks on YouTube saying stop giving birth to black sons is this. Let's not act like American black mothers raise their daughters any better than their sons. But by virtue of the fact, because you know what, I was actually gonna make a video of this, but I'll just say this now. Cynthia G's whole argument that because she's a failure as a mother, that she and women like her shouldn't have black sons is like most things women say a half truth, right? Let's not lie to ourselves and say that American black mothers are good mothers. American black mothers, for the most part, are some of the worst mothers in America. American black mothers, for the most part, fail both their sons and their daughters, and they fail them in different ways. American black moms, like Cynthia G, for example, right? She failed her son by picking a man like Robert Perkins to be that son's father. She failed him right there. Like off the jump, she robbed her son of the chance of having a stable male influence in his life off rip. That boy is already starting in the negatives. And then not only is she going to fail her son, if she had a daughter, she'd fail her daughter because she wouldn't teach her daughter how to be a woman that attracts quality men. And that's true by virtue of the fact that if black mothers were only failing their sons, women like Chrissy and Chloe and all these hypergamous channels wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist. If American black moms were doing right by their daughters, the Chrissy channel wouldn't exist. because there'd be no need for femininity courses for black women if black moms were raising them right. We already know why. We already know why there are all these, masculine courses on YouTube because most of these dudes didn't have dads. We already know why. We already know why almost every YouTube nigga is a coach because most of these dudes didn't have dads. So we already know why that happened. The same thing applies to these women. But what's worse is that at least the guys can say, I didn't have a dad there. Y'all had a mom, y'all had the aunts, y'all had the grandma, and y'all still ain't doing the right shit. That's multi-generational failures. So Cynthia G's whole thing is like, y'all shouldn't have. Yep. So with Cynthia G, I agree. American black women shouldn't give birth to black sons. They also shouldn't give birth to black daughters either. In fact, American black women should be forcibly sterilized. Y'all shouldn't be having kids, period. Forget black boys. Y'all shouldn't have kids, period. Y'all should have kids, period. As it stands now in the United States, only 12% of black boys coming out of K through 12 can read on grade level. And that's not adjusted for, if those black boys are ADOS or non-ADOS. Because if we do it like that, that 12 may be actually 6% for ADOS or lower. And the majority of these boys are coming out of whose homes? Whereas you in command? The women. So no, I completely agree with Cynthia G. Don't have black sons, but in fact, I'll go even further. Don't have kids at all. Y'all should have those. As Smirgo said, close down the felon factories because the kids that come out of y'all's wombs almost at a rate of like 75% of the time become failures in life, become rogues of society. American black women are horrible mothers. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if y'all have seen the movie Starship Troopers, right? But there's a scene in that movie. Let me look it up. Starship Troopers. I wanna. Yeah, here we go. There's a scene in the movie Starship Troopers where they ask the lieutenants, right? Why did you want to become part of the the army, right? And one of the recruits says, "Oh, I want to." One of the recruits says, "I enlisted so I can have babies," meaning that like in that future, right? Reproduction is a privilege, not a right. No, correction, it's a right, not a privilege. So in order to freely reproduce, it needs to be it needs to be state sanctioned. That shit, that shit right there is what should happen in the AOS community. And I'm saying this, as non-ADOS, but before someone hits me with "You're not even ADOS, bro. Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. You're not ADOS." Before I get those comments, right? But no, yeah, like I completely agree with Cynthia G. American black women are horrible mothers for their sons and their daughters. And because of that, American black women should be forcibly sterilized until proven otherwise. Until these women show that they are competent mothers, they should be immediately. I'm talking about like the moment they start going through menstruation, burn those tubes and tie them up. go ahead, because I mean, this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like these women are literally having kids from men who they imagine you're having kids with a man who you know has no intention of helping you raise that child. And then you're turning around saying, if God blesses me with a man who's then going to help me raise my kids and take on my burden, then God willing. So, but, oh my God, that is so fucking stupid. These bitches are stupid, yo. These bitches are stupid. Oh my goodness. But it's been a good hour and 10 minutes. Apparently, Sir Anthony said I was cooking, so hopefully y'all enjoyed that. But man, I'm low key getting a headache because like this shit is dumb. Like the pattern and the pathology I'm seeing amongst these women who are out here having these kids recklessly is fucking stupid. And it more so, and the more I see it, the more it proves that. The more I see it, the more it shows why in the past a woman could only get married, or not even that. The more I see it, the more it shows why in the past, right? It was fathers of women or uncles of women who decided who married their daughters. Because when you let these women choose, because when you let these women have the freedom of choice to choose what they want, this is what they pick. This is what they pick. When you let these women choose for themselves, they pick. They literally go out here and pick the worst of men. And then when the shit blows up in their face, now it's everybody's problem. Sir Anthony, Sir Anthony, you know me by now. You know I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm not trying to save anyone. I'm just telling the facts. I'm saving somebody. I'm not Jesus. I'm not trying to save you. I can only tell you what's going on. It's up to you. Do what you want after that, because this shit's crazy. Like this shit is actually insane to see these women deliberately ruin their life. I mean, it's almost like watching someone take crack, and you're like, damn. Like these women are deliberately ruining their lives, and then not only ruining their lives, ruining the lives of their children before they even started. But before these kids even start off living, they're already starting in the negatives. Can you imagine that shit? They didn't have a choice. They're already starting off in the negatives. And then these same women will talk about nation building, generational wealth, and building strong black families, but then doing all this shit. Bruh. But no, yeah, to Pensiv's point, yes, I agree with Cynthia G. It's black women in America need to stop having kids altogether. They should get sterilized. They should be sterilized. Stop having kids, because y'all are horrible mothers. You pick degenerate men because you're dusty women. Stop having kids. You get your tubes tied. Simple as that, because get them tied. I mean, are they crazy? I don't know. Stupid? Yes. Crazy? Maybe. My problem? Absolutely not. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate the 6 of y'all watching. Hopefully these get bigger as time goes on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.